All right, what's going on, friends? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to take your blades off your Cub Cadet, and I'm taking it off an LTX 1046, but this should work on almost any of the Cub Cadets or pretty much any lawnmower out there. What's up there, baby, huh? All right, some of the things you're going to need if you have the same Cub Cadet that I have, it does take a 15/16 inch socket, so you're going to probably maybe want a breaker bar or maybe even a ratchet. I'm going to show you how to use another big wrench or a pipe. I did find my pipe if you watched my last video. And then I also have my torque wrench to torque them back on, and I'm going to use a speed clamp. Now, I do have a video also on how I made these ramps. If you don't want to make these ramps, you could also just jack the front of your lawnmower up and then maybe put some blocks down under your tires, and just make sure lock the parking brake on. And I have a chalk block in the back of mine, but depending on how you have the front, you may want a block in the front of your tire too. I have that 2x4 on the front, so there's really nowhere this thing can go. All right, let me get to showing you how I take these off. But with these ramps, it's real simple because I can take my ramp part off. Like I said, I have a video on how I made these in case you would want to make some. Come on, you're in my view. Get out of the way, goofball. Come over here. People can't see through you. All right, after we get these off, then I'm going to show you how to sharpen these, and then we'll put them back on and torque them on. All right, first, I'm going to put my clamp on here. I want my blade to run into my clamp. Put my clamp on my deck like this, and I reach up in there, take the nut off. You can try it without a pipe. That's too hard. It's a lot easier if you don't have a camera in your way. There we go. Got it. And if this is the first time you're watching me take blades off, look at your blade before you take it off and make sure you know how it's got to go back on, because some of these you can put on upside down, like this blade. I could put this upside down, but it's going to make it really hard to cut grass. See this, how this is curved? And on this blade it does say bottom on it. So if your blade looks different than mine though, just look at it and you can see where the cutting spot is. It's here. Facing right now, it's facing my head. So and then there's this big piece that goes up here that helps lift the grass. So that's how we do that. We'll take it off then. I'll show you how to sharpen these. Now I'll go on the other side and I'll show you how I use a wrench in case you don't have a nice big pipe like that. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to put my clamp on here. That's going to turn right into my clamp. It's a little trickier with a wrench. A lot easier you just have a big pipe like that. And then once I get that on there, and I put my wrench on like this. It just gives me leverage to push. Loosen it up. I got it enough now. A little bit more. There we go. All right, now let's go over to my workbench and I'll show you how I sharpen them up. All right, and another tool that you might want to have when you're doing this, if you're going to sharpen your blades also, will be a grinder with a flap disc. At least that's how I do it. All right, well, this is how I sharpen my blades. I just take one of my speed clamps and I clamp it right down on my bench. And then I take my grinder, I have a flap disc on here, and I just grind this so it's sharp. And you want to do your best to just grind that just a little bit. You want to try to keep that angle the exact same angle that's on that blade. And then I'm going to run it over here and just clean these up just a little bit, so that way when I check to see if they're balanced, I don't have a bunch of grass on one side and no grass on the other. May want to put eye protection on and hearing protection. Just a little wire brush, just to continue to get some of that off. This side, and then I gotta go to the other. That's it. I'm going to do that on both sides of, I got to do this side and do the other one, and then I'll show you how I balance them. Now to balance them, I just take a 3-inch screw and I will screw it right into the side of my workbench. And I'm going to take this blade and I'm going to put it in on this side. Actually, I guess these ones I could put it in either way. Just make sure wherever you're hanging it, it's right in the center. The ones on my John Deere, I have to do it one way and not the other. Now we can see if that's going to sit level. Looks like this side over here is a little bit heavy. So if that side is down, it's a little heavier, maybe I'll just sharpen that side just a little bit more to make sure this is balanced. And I'll try it again. All right, that looks a little bit better. All right, let me clean this one up and we'll get them back on the mower and I'll torque these on and we'll put the deck back on. All right, let me get these blades back on, and if you are going to use a torque wrench, the torque setting is 70 to 90 foot-pounds. So I'm going to just set mine to 80 foot-pounds. I'll put some of this stuff down in the description also if you want to check it out. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put my clamp on, but now the blade's just going to hit the opposite way. There we go. All right, now all I got to do is go put the other one on. I don't think I need to show you how to put the other one. It's the same exact way. If you don't have a torque wrench, just make sure you put that nut on pretty tight. You don't want these things to fall off. Well, if this video helped you out, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. That really helps me out here on YouTube. And hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. And check out one of my other, I think I have like 4 or 5 other videos on this same lawnmower. God bless and have a great summer.